Morning. Let's do the pre-market technical analysis of the ES, micro ES. ES and micro ES are the same chart. Looking at the weekly, oh, by the way, the date is 5/23. It's Thursday. So we're into this volume node right here. We've traveled down a little bit farther, tested right across the top of this node, getting a bounce off of it. A decent bounce from what I can see on the other chart over here, and I think we might find some resistance into this and make another move down. I'm looking at a lot of these. This 28.13 and 27.96 would be really great, but you've got a bunch of little nodes in here, 22 and stuff like that. Let's look at it on the daily here. So on the daily, you've got this node right here, 23, 19, and 13. The 13 looks really good. It matches up with this node over here. So you know that there's a lot of volume all the way across. We've had a bounce right off of this area before. So I would definitely keep 13 right there on your list. 19 and 22, those are all possibles. And the best one, of course, is down here at 97. It would be a little bit beyond this, on the end of this one, and it would probably be the other side. So this is 97. I'm going to put it right into the gap at 92 as a bottom there. So the range is 66 to 89. We get that from the ATR taken from the current trading spot. We have lower volume the last previous days, so not a lot of encouragement to get up in this market. So this could be an impulse move, and then we could be into another measured move, possibly down, if this were to follow through. Of course, it could find support right here, and this could be a buying opportunity and get the next leg up, which I would think this is an impulse. This is a move up, a move down, and a second leg back up to the top right here. But we'll see how that plays out. 240. Again, we can see that we're getting the bounce off of this top of this node right here. 22, 19, 13. All these levels are still here. Probably could have had a line right here at the 19, but I'm thinking that it's the other side if we really have some pressure. On the upside, you're going to run into which is 44. I think 44 is probably a good short trade. There's no real good markers up here because this moves so fast that you know, it could travel really quick back through this area once they start to buy. You've got a bottom pivot right here, but it's already kind of traveled through it and chopped around a little bit. But I would also say 47 is a decent location on the 240 there. Let's take a look at the 60. And so what we're basically doing is we're looking at all the time frames, seeing where the bulk of the volume is sitting at, and how it all just kind of aligns, and what you can kind of see, realize that people trade different time frames, and they're looking at the volume, and they're trying to make that determination of the best locations. And this 43, I think we just said that 43 is a nice spot. I like these open bottom pivots right here as it comes back up. And 39 is an area that you can see that we're already bouncing here. We've got those three nodes. Here's the 22, and the 19's right up here, and the 13's right here. And then you have this level right here of 2805. So let's take a look at the intraday. We have to use the bigger charts because we're starting to fall off of the smaller charts. So you can see right here, this is the bulk of the volume right here at the 22 level. Got it all mapped out. Here's the kind of the pivot right here. This is the 6 level. Here's 12, 16. So all of those levels, they're on the opposite side of the, because here's the 22, right? They're on the opposite side. Pressure's coming down. I'm expecting it to force its way through. So keep those on the watch list. And here's that pivot right here. That's at 47.75. We said 48 on the other chart. And then there's an opposing pivot right here at 43, and that matches up with that nice little volume node right there. You've got a few others. You've got the bulk of this volume right here, 36. It gets up over 36, and I'm thinking that we're back to the upside at that point. So, and look, they're really trying to make a move right now. So keep all those levels on there. If there's a lot of pressure, basically let the price action go through 2 levels. If you're going to try and take some scalps or something like that, if there's a lot of pressure on the downside, right? There might be a lot of panic and fear, so it may take 2 levels in order to find support. Look for the best volume nodes, right? Where the heaviest volume is, and expect those to be tested, and it might push a little bit farther, but should hold. Plunge protection team has arrived. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, so they've shown up for work, and they're getting ready to put this market back together. Symmetry. So I took this pivot right here to here, had a nice bisection right there, started doubling it at that point, and it looks like it matches up really well so far. So these will be your 100% range extensions as it conquers each level. So the next level will be right up here at 34 and 37 and 39 and 41. Unless we get some weakness. So this should be a pretty good opposing pivot right here, but it looks like it's already pushed down a little bit, and they're going to recover this, and it looks like it's going to go upside. So I would expect this to be recovered by pre-market, so unless they sell some more, but I'm not really seeing that on the level 2 here. It looks like the buyers are just going to take charge right here this morning and take this thing back up. And you can see that they're pushing it already. So I don't think anybody will oppose them, to be honest. Everybody likes the market up. Central banks, hedges, the government, plunge protection team, everything always going towards the upside. So keep that in mind. Trade carefully today. We've got some volatility. We've already traveled a pretty good distance here. The delta wasn't really super negative for this move down, so there's not a ton of trades in this area. So it could slide through all these areas. Look at these big gaps. Could go real quick to the upside. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to short here. Make sure you're against a large piece of volume if you're going to try and short, and save yourself a lot of pain as it goes against you. Anything else that I can tell you? I was really surprised about this negative, this big sell and negative delta yesterday at the end right here. I mean, it's not a negative day at all. So some people got out of the market, and that probably relieved this big buildup over here. So it's probably a fairly neutral, possibly buy the dip type of day. But we'll never know until it opens and see who shows up to trade. Anything else that I can show you this morning? Watch these bottom levels. If it trades down here, these are great buy levels. And we'll see you at the end of the day. Have a good trading day.